Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Faye, and for today's video, I'm giving you guys a get ready with me. It's going to include both a makeup and a hair portion. I'm going to be showing you guys how I installed these clip-ins and also how I got this everyday beat. So I'm not going to chit chat too much in this intro. If you are new, definitely be sure to subscribe down below and join the fam. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up to let me know. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey y'all, so here I am looking a little bit of a hot mess, obviously, because you guys are about to see the transformation. But for today's video, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of something extra. Instead of just showing you just my makeup application, I also wanted to give y'all a hair portion. I kind of want to start to incorporate more get ready with me style videos on my channel. So outside of just doing reviews and like dedicated makeup tutorials, I want to start giving y'all like full looks, like full slays, okay? So makeup, hair, and outfit, the full start to finish look. But for today's video, I'm not going to do the outfit portion, but I did want to include the hair portion because I am going to be putting in some clip-in hair extensions. So in one of my recent videos, I actually had in some clip-ins. It was in my review of the new Laura Mercier Honey Setting Powder. Those were actually clip-in extensions. It was these that I'm about to show you guys today. And since we are obviously in quarantine, obviously still social distancing, or at least supposed to be, I know if you are like me, you have not been to the hair salon in over 6 months. I think the last time I went to the hair salon was like January or February of this year. So I recently have been getting into clip-in hair extensions, and honestly, even though I'm not going to the hair salon to get my full sew-ins, I still want to be able to have the option to do my va-va-voom hair that I like to do. So I have been getting more into clip-in hair extensions, which brings me to the hair portion of today's video. I'm going to be using hair extensions from MHot Hair. This is what the packaging looks like, and shout out to them for sponsoring this part of today's video. This actually came right on time because I was just starting to think that I wanted to try out some clip-ins, and then they reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in trying their clip-ins, and I was like, yes please. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I apply them and all of that good stuff. Like I said, I did have them in when I reviewed the Laura Mercier Honey Setting Powder because I wanted to kind of try them out and get a feel for them before I came on here and gave you guys a review. So since then, I have washed the extensions. I have obviously, like I said, worn them once, and honestly, I'll tell you guys, if you purchase or whenever you purchase hair, I highly recommend that you wash it first, because this hair, first of all, it smells amazing because I use the normal products that I use in my hair to wash this hair, so it smells so good. But I did notice that after washing it, it has so much more body and volume. These are two 3-clip pieces that I'm holding, but it has so much more just like movement and volume and body since I washed the hair. I'll have all of the details about the hair listed for you guys down below. I'll also have some pop-ups on the screen for you guys as I'm going along about the hair if, you know, there's any additional relevant information. But I don't want to babble too much. I want to go ahead and get into it and show you guys the application. So the very first thing that I did is I actually went in with some dry shampoo. My hair is a little bit dirty. It's not freshly washed, but I find that I feel like these apply and hold a little bit better on my hair when my roots are a little like not so silky smooth and freshly pressed. So I sprayed in this IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo just to kind of help get rid of some of the oil that is in my hair currently. And then I went ahead and sectioned my hair into 2 sections because I think that this is going to help me a little bit with applying these for you guys on camera. So I just have half of my hair up in a clip and then the other half down. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just go ahead and section off a section of my hair in the back. And I just like to use my fingers because, you know, I just find it to be a little bit easier. And I want to have a decent amount of hair down in the back because I obviously don't want the clips to be pulling on my natural hair too much. And the other thing I really love about clip-ins is you don't have to be like super precise with the application of them. As long as they're in there pretty snug, like your parts don't have to be perfectly super straight. As long as they're in there snug and they're not pulling your hair, you're good to go. And then obviously you just want to make sure that the front of your hair looks good, but everything else, as long as the clips are covered, you're good to go. So I'm actually going to put in the back a 3-clip Weft. And I normally just like measure it, and you can kind of see how this is laying right up to the ends of my hair, like the edges of my hair. So I like to start with the middle clip first. And I know you guys can't really see, but I'll show you guys a little bit better. I can show y'all here on the side. And I just kind of like rub it on my root a little bit before I clip it down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just kind of rub it in my root a little bit and then clip it in like so. So this is what we have so far. And when I did my hair in the last time that I wore these, I did like a wave. I think today I'm going to do it straight just because I want to try something different and just see, you know, how they look straight, sleek and straight. So that's the first one. Then I'm going to go up and do another section of hair here. Clip this up. And then this part could probably be a 4. Let's see. I just kind of measure it. Yeah, so that can probably be a 4. I'm going to try to turn around and show y'all. Hopefully you'll be able to see and it'll be in focus. But I'm just going to unclip these first. And don't judge. I already said my hair is, you know, a little bit on the dirty side. So it's not going to be fresh, pressed, silky, straight roots. But I do want y'all to kind of be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. Hopefully it'll be in focus. But I'm just going to measure it. And then just kind of feel my way and clip it into the hair. Okay, so that's that section. Hopefully you guys were able to see. And it wasn't out of focus, but yeah, that's that section. And if when you're putting it in, it feels like they're not like laying how you want them to, you can just unclip them and then re-secure them in place. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish clipping in the majority of these, and then I'll come back when I get closer to the front so I can show you guys how I clip those in. So I'm gonna put you guys in fast forward, and then I will be back in just a few minutes to show you guys the front. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm starting on the top section. I'm starting off by parting off the side, and then I'm just using my thumbnail to part across the top. And then I'm going to clip the top section out of the way and brush the hair down. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply a 3-clip weft. And then after that, you're going to see me go ahead and do a rough draft of my side part. This is just so that I can kind of start to see what areas are looking a little bit thin and where I might want to apply another clip in. So here you can see on the shorter side, or the side that has less hair I should say, I'm going to go ahead and add another, I believe this is a 2-clip weft on this section. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then I'm going to show you guys in a second how I did my bang. And one tip I have for you is just after each section, just kind of comb your hair or brush your hair down, just so you can kind of get an idea of how the clip-in is sitting underneath your hair, because we don't want that track showing, girl. So just take your time with it and make sure that your natural hair is covering all of the extensions. Okay guys, so this is how we are looking so far. On to my bang side now. So I ended up, I mean, this looks pretty full, honestly. I ended up not using one of the 3-clip wefts, but I'm going to start putting in some of these 1-clips just like in my bang, just to make it look a little bit more full. And as I get closer up to like the front of my hair, I will use the comb because I can actually see what I'm doing. But I feel like when I'm working in the back, it's just easier to not use it. So up here, let me clip this out the way. Okay, so right here, I think I'm gonna put one clip, and then I think I'm actually gonna put one next to it also. I try not to put them too close to my like my edges, because of course we want to protect the edges, and obviously you also don't want to be able to see it sticking out. But yeah, I kind of just put them in and then brush my hair, add them where I feel like they're needed, or not add any if I don't feel like it's needed. Which honestly, I feel like this is looking pretty full. I might put one more up a little closer to the top because my bang is looking a little thin. Actually, I may just go ahead and use both of these one clip ones and just add them in up here in my bang, just for a little extra nice. Okay, so this is how we're looking with all of the hair extensions applied. Obviously not styled or anything, but just so you can see the length. These are 16-inch. And honestly, I feel like this is a lot of hair. Like, I feel like this is even more hair than when I have my sew-ins. But again, I feel like the hair is a whole lot fuller since I washed it. So I already have my flat iron heating up over here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And y'all know how to flat iron your hair, so I'm not going to bore you with the step-by-step of that. Okay, you guys, so this is how the hair is looking straightened. Honestly, I kind of feel like maybe I should have did the hair after I did makeup, because now, well, it'll probably be fine. I'm going to have to pin it back while I'm getting ready. But, and I also think my bang would probably look a little better if I like trimmed this. But I am not a professional and I don't want to possibly cut my hair. So what I may do is just, yep, hit it with a little tuck behind the ear, like so. I'm about to pull it back anyway so that I can do my hair. I mean, so I can do my makeup. But just so that you guys can see. It actually looks really good. And like I said, I think washing it, like, I just feel like it feels softer. It feels like it's blending into my hair better. Like, just overall, washing it made a huge difference. The hair itself feels thicker and fuller, and it just feels like, it just feels really good. The color, you can tell it's a little bit more brown than my hair. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to tell on camera. But my hair actually has a couple of different colors in it. It's not like straight black or straight brown. It's kind of like, it's brown, but it's got like a couple of different hues to it, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. But so for that reason, I feel like this hair, even though it is a little bit more light brown, it still blends into my hair nicely because my hair is not all one color, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. So I was going to do a talk through for the makeup tutorial portion, but I think I'm actually just going to maybe do a voiceover or just put you guys in fast forward, because I feel like I've been pretty chatty already filming this like hair portion of this tutorial, and I don't want to talk you guys to death. So I'm just going to put you guys in a little bit of fast forward. I may decide when I'm editing this to give you guys a voiceover, but I will of course show you guys all of the products that I'm using, and I will link everything that I use throughout the tutorial in the description bar down below. I'm just going to do a really basic look because I'm not going anywhere, honestly. But I did want you guys to be able to watch me get ready, so let's go ahead and get into it. Alright y'all, so first things first, I had to take a water break because your girl was burning up in this room. But after that, I went ahead and started off by prepping the skin with the Too Faced Hangover RX setting spray. And then I'm going to go in with my little primer concoction. If you've been watching my videos, you guys already know what it is. I always start out with my Fenty Pro Filter, and then I go in with a smoothing primer. Today I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And then after that, I always go in with my Milk Hydro Grip just to lock everything in place and give my foundation something to stick to. Today I'm also going to be setting my primers. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Powder, and I'm just going to pop that all over my skin. I always get questions about this brush. This is the Morphe E1 for anyone that is interested. And then I'm going to set all of my primers in place using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So next up is foundation. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation in the shade Brulee. And I have to give a shout out to this LA Girl mixing pigment. I have this blue pigment, and you'll see in just a second. On the left side, you can see how the foundation looked on its own, super orange, and then how it looks once I added in that pigment. This pigment is everything, you guys, and it's super inexpensive. I think it's like $8, and it comes in blue to neutralize, orange to warm your foundation, and also a white if you want to lighten it. So if you have a hard time matching your foundation, I highly recommend these pigments. They don't change the formula or anything like that of the foundation that you're using. It just helps to kind of give you whatever your perfect shade is if your foundation doesn't quite match. So next up, I'm going to do a little bit of color correcting. I'm using this peachy orange shade from Black Radiance. And then I also applied a little bit of a skin tone concealer on top of it just to kind of help it blend a little bit more with my complexion while still giving me a little bit of color correction on any areas that are a little bit darker on my face. And then after that, I'm going in with a new concealer that I decided to try. This one is from Makeup Forever. It was a little bit lighter than I expected it to be. So I'm just adding a little bit of a skin tone concealer around the perimeter of that lighter shade. Just again to help it blend a little bit better and keep it from looking too ghostly on the skin. So I'm blending that out with my e.l.f. Sponge. I'm just going to buff that out. You guys know the drill. Buffing out my concealer. Make sure you pull that nostril to the side, sis. Get all up in those creases so that your concealer does not crease and settle into those areas around your nose. And then here I'm going in with a dry sponge. This one is also from e.l.f. and I'm just going to set everything in place. I'm not baking or anything like that. I'm just kind of applying the powder and then pushing it into the skin. Since I've been home and stuck in the house, I haven't been doing a ton of baking. I just don't really find it necessary. So I just kind of apply the powder, push it into the skin, and keep it moving. So I'm applying that on all of the areas that I apply concealer, including my eyelids, because I'm not going to be doing any eyeshadow or anything like that for today's look. And then after that, I'm going to apply my brows off camera, super quick and easy. There they are, using my Benefit Goof Proof, you guys already know. And then here I'm just dusting off any excess powder before I go in and set the rest of my face. I'm using my Holy Grail. I love this powder from the drugstore. It's the CoverGirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Powder Foundation. And I'm going to set all of those powders in place just so that we're not looking all cakey and dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and bronze. So today I'm using the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer, I think it's called. Mine is in the shade Caramel Cutie. And all of these products will be listed and linked for you guys down below. So if you're interested in anything, just be sure to expand and check out the description box. So I'm just going to apply that all over, and then I'm going in with a smaller blending brush and using that to apply the bronzer on the sides of my nose as well as up into the brow and then through the crease. This is a new technique that I have been trying that I've actually really been enjoying how it looks on my face. And then for blush today, I'm using a MAC blush from Format. I feel like I don't give my MAC blushes as much love anymore, so I decided to use one today. And then I'm going to set everything once again before I go in with highlighter. Today I'm using one from Too Faced. It's a little palette that they came out with a while back. I didn't see it get a ton of love, but it's actually a really nice little palette. It has a highlighter, two highlighters, and then like a powder that's similar to the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, which is the one that's in the middle. So I'm just using the more subtle highlighter and then just popping the more intense highlighter on the middle or like the uppermost parts of my cheekbones. Also using that highlighter in my inner corners and then applying my lashes off camera. And then last but not least, I'm applying a ColourPop lipstick and Too Faced gloss. I will have the shades listed down below. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. This is the face that I decided to go with. I was going to do more, but honestly, like, I don't have anywhere to go, and this is just the reality. Like, this is the beat I've been doing on a regular basis. Just face, brows, lashes, lips, and that's it. I will have some more like glam looks coming for you guys really soon, but this has been the vibe for me lately. Just natural skin, glowy lashes, glossy lips. Just keeping it simple because usually I'm just doing my makeup to lounge around the house, take photos, film videos, and if I am going out, I'm not going anywhere special. Like, I'm probably going to the grocery store. So yeah, I decided to just keep it simple for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing me create this look. Also wanted to give a quick shout out to this LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, and I did end up deciding to keep the shade Brulee in the Born This Way Matte Foundation. So shout out to the subscriber that mentioned that I should pick up this shade instead of Butter Pecan. I did end up taking that one back to Sephora and keeping Brulee. So I just put in 1 pump of this blue mixing pigment. This is super inexpensive. I think it's like $8. I got mine from Ulta. And then you guys saw in the clips the difference between how this looks on its own compared to how it looks when it's mixed with this. And I just feel like it matches my complexion so much better than it did when I used it by itself previously. And then also with the Butter Pecan shade, that, like, I just feel like the darker shades in this foundation in particular run a little bit more orange. And I'm not sure if it's maybe an ingredient that is in this because it's matte that's not in some of the other foundations. But this right here has been a lifesaver because this foundation is bomb. And I really wanted to continue using it, but the color was just a struggle. So mixing it with that has given me the perfect shade match. So just wanted to give a quick little shout out to that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and brush this hair back down, which honestly I am living for these clip-ins. They are so soft. And if you're curious as to like what products I use to wash my hair, I did recently also post a video showing my how to do a professional silk press at home, and I showed you guys all of the products that I use to wash my hair, to deep condition, to blow out my hair, to straighten my hair, all of that. So if you're interested in the products, definitely check out that video. I think I posted it a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I just decided to do a simple look, like I said, because the focus of this video is more on the hair, which I am living for. Like I said, washing this hair and conditioning it really just brought it to life. So it's super full, very soft, minimal shedding. It's comfortable on my head. Like, I don't feel like, you know, it's gonna pull my hair out or anything like that. I'll turn around, or I'll try to turn around so that you guys can see the back. Hopefully it's in focus, but that is what the back of the hair looks like. And yeah, like I said, I think that this is, if you're looking for like a quick and easy alternative, minimal commitment, just something that you can kind of throw on when you want a little bit of something extra, I think that this is a really great option. I know for me personally, I will be getting braids in really soon just because I just want to give myself a little bit of a break from having to do my hair. But once I take them out, I will definitely be continuing to use clip-ins for whenever I want a style with a little bit of a longer hair look. But yes, and just to show you guys one more time the length, it comes a little bit past my boob length. And like I said before, this is 16 inches. So honestly, I probably could have got a 14 because my hair now, it comes to like right here. It's grown a lot. So if this is 16, I honestly probably could have gotten a 14 and it would have probably blended a whole lot better with my hair. But I mean, I'm not mad at this. I think this blend is nice and it looks really good. It looks natural. And again, it's low maintenance and minimal commitment. So like I said, I will have all of the details for this hair listed for you guys down below in the description. Shout out again to MHot Hair for sponsoring today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing something a little bit different here on my channel. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And also be sure to subscribe if you have not already. I would love to have you as part of my fam. And yeah, I think that is pretty much all that I have for you guys for today's video. So let's chit chat down below in the comments and I'll see you guys very soon in my next one.